Hola amigos, my name is Michelle Jeffress. I'm a district manager in the Midwest region, the best Midwest region. I am so honored and privileged to be part of the Nuestra Mesa in Hora del Café, and I hope you will enjoy this series, but I'm going to be making some homemade flour tortillas. So here we go. It's very simple actually, because a lot of the ingredients in the tortillas are actually probably in your kitchen. All you need is flour, you need some baking powder and some salt. You also, and I am choosing to do shortening, Crisco. You can actually use butter, you can use lard, whatever you want to use, but I grew up using Crisco. So we are going to go ahead and start, and we're also using 2 cups of hot water. All right, so we're going to start with 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to just put that in there. And then I already combined 1.5 teaspoons of the baking powder and 2 teaspoons of salt. The salt is pretty much to taste though, but I always use 2 teaspoons for 4 cups. So we're going to put that in there. And then you're going to use your hands. My hands are clean. Make sure you wash your hands. So we're just going to go ahead and mix that in. You're going to get in there. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to add your 6 tablespoons of shortening. And I'm just going to go in here and you're literally just going to break it apart with your hand. And once you start to break it apart and you'll kind of feel, you're going to smush it into the mixture here. And it almost starts to get to the consistency of like sand. So it's not as soft. But we'll do that. There we go. So when I was little, my mom used to make flour tortillas all the time. My mother is from Monterrey, Mexico, and we would make these on Sundays, but I wasn't really allowed to make them because she didn't like the way that I rolled out the tortillas because they weren't perfectly round. So I kind of had to stand in the sidelines for a while, and so now I have to make them. My mother has really bad arthritis in her hands, so when we do make them, I am the one who makes them, and she's very critical still. I still hear it from my mom, but you know, I love her, so I tolerate it. Okay. So that's about enough. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add the 2 cups of hot water in here. Be careful. And you're going to gradually add it in. And the thing about this is it gets very sticky. You're going to feel like, is there something wrong? Like this is really sticky, but there isn't. It's supposed to be. But I will say, as I was learning to make these, and when you're going to go ahead and knead your dough, if it's way too sticky, then what you're going to do is you're going to add more flour to it, right? Don't get discouraged. It's all about practice. And after you add the flour, you'll start to see it get a really great consistency. But if you feel like your masa is too separate, you can't mold it into what you need to, then you're going to add some more water. So just a little trick. And I always start with like, if I have to adjust my masa, I have to start with like a tablespoon. Don't go crazy. So, okay. And then we're going to add the rest. And you're going to start to knead it. And so typically what I'll do is I will start to knead it in the bowl, and then I'll typically take it out and you knead it on the counter. So you'll knead for about 5 to 10 minutes. And once you're finished with that, your dough should be in a consistency just like this. So it's pliable. It looks really good. And then what you're gonna do is, you're gonna start making little bolitas, right? So little balls of dough, and they could be as big as a golf ball. You can go as small as a ping pong ball, whatever you choose. But you wanna start forming your bolitas, and you'll kind of round them out, and you wanna let them sit. So the better that your masa rests because of all the gluten, you're working it out, you need that gluten rest, and then we're gonna go ahead and just start forming your bolitas, and you're gonna set them right in your basket. I have some parchment paper, and we'll continue to do that with all of them. Okay. Okay, so the next step is after your bolitas are done, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna roll out your masa, and you wanna use plenty of flour to roll it out, and you'll form your tortillas. And within that 20 minutes of your masa to be resting, you'll prepare your griddle. Your griddle has to be pretty hot. I would say medium to high. Sometimes the griddle, you'll kind of see it smoking a little. That's a good sign. So you want that temperature to be high. So we'll go ahead, and I have some pre-made rolled out tortillas here. We're gonna go ahead and put it on the griddle. This is where my mom would say that my tortillas are tuecas. So I can't get a perfect, beautiful, round tortilla, but that's okay. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and flip. And I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little blistering around there. You want those blisters. That's what you should see in your tortilla. Flip it one more time there. And then what you can do is you can go ahead, once you see those blisters in there, one more turn, and you can go ahead, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna eat it, because this looks really amazing and it's gonna be delicious. Really delicious, okay? Fantastic. I hope that you can make these. Enjoy. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Nuestra Mesa.